For the month of October and the first month of Q4, we made a little over $40,000 with just 2 products alone, completely organic. As you can see here, the first store doing $33K, and then the second store doing roughly $8K. And then of course I have a few like 3 to 5 random stores that do like $1 to $2K a month. So a little bit over $40K this month. But of course, I'm not here just to flex on you. There's a reason for this video. And mainly a big reason I'm making this video is I've just seen so much of the bullshit going on all over YouTube with all this complicated stuff. Everybody acting like now you have to do AI just to do organic dropshipping. Everybody trying all these complicated concepts. Everybody always talking about like, here's this new thing, this next strategy, this thing you have to do now with organic dropshipping, yada, yada, yada. So in today's video, of course, I'm gonna give you all my awesome takeaways from doing 40K this month and now being on track for an easy 6 figures this Q4. And of course, your boy bringing you some value like always. But also another big reason I'm making this video is just to bring some common sense back and some clarity back to the space and show you guys that you can still print and make these big boy numbers, these 30, 40, 50K months, 6 figures from organic with all the basics the good old fashioned way. So no better way to start this video out than begging you guys to please stop with the overcomplicated BS. All of this was done. This 40K month was done with just the basics, the good old fashioned way of organic dropshipping. Not a single one of these products has used AI at all. No, secret PR method, no crazy strategy, just vibes. Just good old fashioned organic dropshipping vibes. Both of these products were found through the burner method on TikTok. So not even completely untapped products. And both of these products have, made all these sales and made all these views that have generated these sales with very, very simple content. Of course, still good content, great content, a lot of it original, which is something we'll get to in just a minute, but just really good, simple, high quality content, no different than what you would see 2 years ago in the organic dropshipping space. Both of these products. And in my opinion, the basic methods of doing organic dropshipping is still the best way to do organic dropshipping. And I'm living proof. I've been in this game 2+ years. And if you're new to the channel, I've made almost $1 million in rev. I'm at like 900K lifetime rev. I've done billions of views. I've been around for all the different, trends and different strategies that have came out. And 100% without a doubt, not only am I proof, and so are the numbers that I did this month. Now, before we get into all the takeaways and all the things I feel like attributed to this 40K month, I want to talk about, what has changed with organic, especially while we're on the subject of all the bullshit everybody else keeps spewing out and all these different things you keep hearing about and, all this overcomplication. Let's talk about what actually has changed that actually has made any sort of difference in terms of like what you should be doing with organic. Now, of course, the elephant in the room, TikTok is ass. Now, I want to say that TikTok has always kind of been below Instagram. TikTok has been kind of bad in terms of views and conversions for a while now. But where it stands right now, as it's currently October 30th in 2025, TikTok is almost not even worth posting on. Now, I'm not saying to not post on TikTok. You can still make money from TikTok, but compared to Instagram, it's not even close anymore. And now a big reason for this is TikTok Shop. Ever since TikTok Shop has came out, there's just been a slow decline in views and sales for organic dropshippers if you're not selling on TikTok Shop. This last like 2-ish years or maybe even a little less that TikTok Shop has came out, it's just been downhill, downhill, downhill. And I feel like we're kind of finally starting to hit that bottom to where TikTok almost isn't even worth it for organic dropshippers. It's not quite there. Like I said, you shouldn't just stop posting on TikTok, but I feel like it'll be there really soon. And now even outside of the, views and sales decreasing and conversions per mil and everything decreasing with TikTok, the targeting is also getting worse and worse. Some of my best videos in terms of making sure they target the US perfectly all the way down to the sound, the actual concept I'm using, everything are still ending up with like 30% US audience. And now what I can say without a shadow of a doubt is I'm not saying to stop posting on TikTok, but what I do know for fact is it's really only worth it for the first few viral videos. And almost everything after that, it does actually become not worth it to just, throw TikTok to the side and focus only on IG. So with this being said, my best advice to you will be start everything like always. TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. As always, YouTube, unless, it's a very specific product, very childish and has a certain criteria, it's not going to convert that good on there anyways, but still post on there. You never know. TikTok and Instagram. Instagram should be your baby. That should be like the first thing you're trying to figure out, whether it's you buying an Instagram, whether it's you trying to niche growth in Instagram, maybe it's you trying the engagement farming method that I'm about to post a YouTube video on. Whatever it may be, your goal is to get an IG primed as fast as possible so you can start putting all of your focus onto IG. So the best route for you to go is start on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. When you're starting the product, your main goal is getting an IG primed whatever way you can and putting a little bit of focus into TikTok. And then the moment that you have an IG primed and actually getting a solid amount of views, put all of your effort into IG, all of your concepts, all of your content strategy, winning hooks, winning sounds, base it all off of how IG is performing. It is just an absolute fact. If you want to make a fuck ton of money consistently and long-term with organic, you have to have your main focus on IG. So now, before we get into the takeaways from this month and some value I have for you guys, I'm gonna get into just really quick and break down exactly what I did with both of these products, just to back up my point when I say the best way to do organic dropshipping is still the basic old-fashioned way of doing organic dropshipping. So here's exactly what I did for both of these products that contributed to this 40K month this month. Both products I found from my TikTok burner. Now, a few things I looked out for and tried to make sure of is slightly lower competitions. So for the most part, I just try to make sure that I haven't seen it very often. I haven't had it brought up to me personally a bunch. And when I did try to do my digging, there was really only like 3 to 5 accounts running it or starting it max. And another trait I was looking for, which is what all of you should be looking for no matter how good you are at organic dropshipping, is easy virality. Making sure it's easy to go viral with, making sure when I look at the product, I can sit there and go, okay, yeah, there's like 3, 5, oh wow, there's another concept I thought of, there's another concept I thought of. Making sure that not only it was easy to come up with content, but easy to go viral even with basic content. And then of course, to go without saying, when looking at the product, obviously outside of these two, I'm looking at it with my own product knowledge, knowing, hey, this is gonna convert at least a few K per mil. And if your product knowledge isn't that great yet, and you can't just look at a product and say, yes, this is a winner, I have like 5 different product research, product criteria videos on my channel. Go check them out. Now, of course, both of these are running on a primed IG. This goes into what I was just talking about. One account was grown with the niche growth method, which all of you know about. If you don't, you basically just find viral videos within your niche straight from Instagram that have went viral within the last 10 days and post those on a new Instagram account to go viral and get views within your niche to prime the account and get easier views without wasting your time filming for your product. And then once it actually is at that, 2,000 views on average, maybe that random 10K view outlier, then it's ready for you to post your product on it. And then the other account was primed with the engagement farming method, which, like I just said, I'll be posting a YouTube video on that in like a week. It's going to be the video or second video after this one. But in a nutshell, all it is you start posting content for your product, but you use formats and concepts and hooks that farm engagement, like say a certain thing asking for likes, say a certain thing asking for shares, say a certain thing asking for comments to prime the account and get easy views that way, which of course, it's not going to convert. Those videos will not make you sales, but what they do is they still do the same thing as niche growth, which is prime the account in your niche, which is what you really are looking for when you're first starting out in IG. And then the moment 1 or 2 of those go viral or get 10K plus views, then the account is ready for you to post your actual product with actual like high converting concepts on there. Now, for both of these products, I use the same sort of strategy that I was just telling you guys to do. Starting on all 3 platforms, still kind of focusing on TikTok a little bit until the IGs get primed. And then the moment the IGs got primed, fuck TikTok, threw it out the window. But before that happened, around 1K in total for the 33K store and $0 in total for the other store, for the 7K store, came from TikTok. And the moment both of these IGs got primed, I basically just stopped posting on TikTok. And the actual content strategy for both of these products, very simple. Like I was saying, 2 videos per day on each account, very basic 8 to 15 second long vids for the actual winning concepts that we're now replicating that were just simply good content. Now, when I say basic, don't get it twisted like you can just go put out some bullshit. Of course, I'm using super good hooks, super good like actual original concepts, trying to make, at least 60, 70% of the videos completely original, all these different things. But I'm just meaning they're not these AI fucking trying to create this stitch clip and that stitch clip with all these different AIs, and you're making a whole video out of AI, and definitely not no 11 labs, a 1.5 minute long video, just very basic, good content. Now, after being at almost 1 million in rev, I do use creators, and I'm in a position to use creators. Also, I want to preface, when I use creators, it's not this guru method you see from everybody else. My method is actually very different. It's not this like, oh, let me grab 1 trillion creators and give them a handful of products and then just be lazy as shit and just try to make money the lazy, easy, fast way. The way I go about all the creators I use, first of all, I only use like 1 to 3 creators in total, and I treat them almost as if they're my business partners, not employees. And I have basically the same method for every product. I start the product, I get the product its first few viral videos or its first few proven concepts, 9 times out of 10 also making it its first few $1,000s in sales, and then I throw the creator on it just to rinse and repeat it for me. And then of course along the way, me and the creator constantly going back and forth on what to do, what to try next, what to test, what to double down on, what to stop doing, etc., etc. So on the 7K store, that one got to 2 to 3K before I handed it off to a creator. And this 33K store, it's still technically me and the creator going back and forth. Some of the videos I'm actually still filming, some that he's filming, some if I'm like, okay, this needs a complete revamp, this needs it's, you know, a complete new test. I'll go try a few concepts. We'll go back and forth, yada, yada, yada. Now, I just wanted to say really quick before we get into the biggest takeaways from this 40K month, I know that watching these videos and hearing somebody else say it is a lot different than getting help applying this to your organic business. So if you're one of those guys that's still struggling with organic, even after watching all these different YouTube videos all the time, or even if you're one of those guys that maybe you've already done 10K, 50K with organic, but you want to get to that multi six-figure mark, you want to get to a position where you can actually make organic work and make a large amount of money long-term with organic, then I have just the thing for you. Just recently, I opened up a handful of spots available to you for anybody that's wanting one-on-one help from me personally, where I virtually hold your hand until you're printing with organic. It'll no longer just be you watching me on YouTube. It's me and you getting on one-on-one calls, me and you texting back and forth, me picking your products for you, the whole 9 yards. And if getting to 10K a month, 50K a month, 6 figures lifetime rev with organic is your actual immediate goal, then I can say without a doubt, the fastest way to get there is by joining the program. And it's definitely 10 times faster than just continuing to watch YouTube videos, because you're actually getting help from someone in a position you want to be in hands-on. Now, if you could give a damn less about all the mentorship and working with me one-on-one stuff, awesome. I just wanted to bring it up for the few of you out there that are ready to take this serious and ready to take organic to the next level that I know would benefit from joining the program. But if that's not your thing, you can still enjoy all of my free YouTube content, and I'll even leave a link to the MMC's Discord down below in the description as well. So if you are interested in working with me one-on-one or joining the MMC's Discord, I'll leave those linked down below in the description right below this video. So now the biggest takeaways that led to this 40K month. First and foremost is original content. I've preached this forever. Original content is going to be your biggest kind of one-up on everybody, your biggest edge in the organic game. If you know how to make original content that goes viral, you will consistently go viral a lot more often, and it'll just be easier for you to go viral. You will get more views than anybody else. That's just as plain and simple as it is. Now, I'm not saying you have to be completely original, but the more original you can be, the better. Like 40% original on all your videos is good. 50%, okay, we're getting better. Like when you can get to like 60% original on majority of your videos, then you're in a really good position. Some of my videos, I'm almost 100% original, but it's almost impossible to get 100% original, especially on every single video. There's just so many things that have been made. You have to get inspiration from somewhere, but just understand that the more original you are, the better. The second being, of course, prioritizing IG over everything, which everybody should get that by now. But of course, the moment that the IGs are primed, immediately throwing the products on there. And then the moment you're starting to get traction with the products on IG, immediately shifting all of your content focus, all of your content strategy, all of your winning sounds, all of your winning hooks, even all the way down to the winning captions, making it all focused around IG, not caring if whether you're just throwing TikTok out the window completely, or, you know, maybe even you're going viral on TikTok, going that far. Like even if you're going viral on TikTok, but throwing out those few winning concepts or winning hooks you have on TikTok just to prioritize IG. That's how far I'm talking about taking it. And then lastly, the main point of this entire video is sticking true to the basics instead of overcomplicating everything with AI or ridiculously complicated concepts. And the reason I made that the main point of this is because I feel like that's not only so discouraging to beginners, but just in general, a lot of people who are already doing, you know, 5 figures, 6 figures. I even see a lot of these guys starting to let all the bullshit get in their way of, I got to try this, I got to do this, I got to start testing all these different AI concepts and try this and implement this way. And it's becoming too much. Now, I'm going to try to keep you guys updated throughout the rest of Q4, like a monthly sort of breakdown just like this in terms of monthly revenue I did. Also, don't forget, guys, if you're wanting my help where I'm working with you one-on-one day to day, or you just want to join the best organic dropshipping Discord on the internet, I'm going to leave both of those links down below in the description of this video. But don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next one.